abused by the media. I do myself. But in fact, I bet I've been abused more often than you. Anyway,
since you were here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, you asked.
Feel free.
Yeah, you asked a different question. There's a difference between the theory of intelligent design and the particular religious beliefs that those who hold it or don't hold it might happen to have. And the theory is, as I said, a theory which is posing a challenge to the standard Darwinian view of evolution, which says that design is not real but apparent.
Right.
And the word intelligent design was carefully thought out as a way of making clear what it is we're challenging, what we're not. There are methods of detecting intelligence that have come out through the information sciences. It's possible to determine when an effect is the product of agency or intention as opposed to undirected natural processes. As a simple example, take the Rosetta Stone. There's inscriptions on the Rosetta Stone that are clearly not the result of wind and erosion, but were the product of an intentional agent, a scribe. And there are ways of analyzing symbol strings in cryptography and so forth to determine when you're dealing with something that's the product of law or chance as opposed to something that's the product of intelligence.
The fact that I didn't understand what you just said, and I bet you maybe a tenth of the audience had some kind of an idea, is why the media will tend to not explain it very accurately. I just thought, I'm interjecting to say only that.
Let's get to maybe try another example. We're talking about the digital code in cells. It's information.
Right.
We think from the science you can tell that there is such information, and from what we know about what causes information in our experience, that there therefore must have been an intelligence. We cannot tell from those symbol strings in the DNA who the author of that information is. It's like having a computer program or a section of literary text where the text is not signed. So from the science, we think we can tell that there was an intelligence, but we don't claim to know from the science the identity or nature of the intelligent agent responsible. So we've been portrayed as sneaky and underhanded because we're not willing to come out and say we think it's God. In fact, some of us, for other reasons beyond the biological evidence, think that the designer likely was God. But we're trying to be careful, not sneaky, when we say we can tell that there was an intelligence, but we can't tell from the science the nature and identity of same.
I understand that, and I'm happy to accept blame on behalf of the media for inadequate explanations, but also for something curious which has happened.
We're happy to accept blame for using too many big words.
Yeah, that's right. But one of the difficulties we have all encountered, I think, is that in our understanding of the message that you are giving us, is that it is the way it's being used. And in our culture at the moment, it's being, your views are being opposed by the majority of the scientific community and much of the progressive side of the Christian community, this being a largely Christian country, and embraced by the conservative spectrum of the Christian community, embraced most enthusiastically by those who take the Bible quite literally. I, in the past week, have been listening to sermons being preached in various parts of the country. I love listening to sermons of all kinds, and I find, generally speaking, that preachers are marvelous people to spend time with. And intelligent design was used in the arguments of all the preachers in all the conservative churches I have attended, actually in the last several years. And intelligent design is a theory which doesn't get much credence at all in any of the progressive churches I have attended in the last several years. Although it's clear to me that most of the people in these progressive churches also happen to believe in God, since 90